The world's best-selling car needs no introduction. A small walk in my vicinity and I literally see it in every lane and crossing. The Model Y is like omnipresent. It's that perfect combination of performance, technology and innovation that's also a Tesla. Built on the same platform as the Model 3, the Model Y offers spacious seating for up to 7 passengers, impressive range, the industry-beating technology that all Teslas bring, and a minimalist interior dominated by a large touchscreen. It's simply that perfect car on size and dimensions as well. Designed for versatility and efficiency, the Model Y is available in multiple configurations, including a dual motor all-wheel drive, long-range versions, and recently even a rear-wheel drive option. In this video, I'll do a catchback with this car, particularly in light of its much anticipated refresh that's expected next year. This video should be handy to compare at that point. So let's look at the 2024 Tesla Model Y. The Tesla Model Y comes with several key features and options that contribute to its performance, safety, and overall appeal. Let's first look at the specs on offer. The Model Y is currently available in one rear-wheel drive, one all-wheel drive, and one all-wheel drive performance trim. They accelerate at 6.5, 4.8, and 3.5 seconds 0 to 60. The EPA cycle has been tightened and Tesla has put range estimates accordingly. The rear-wheel drive lists 295 to 320 miles of EPA range. The long-range all-wheel drive 287 to 308 miles. And the performance model lists 279 miles. Tesla has a reputation of overstating range, but with what I have seen recently, things have just gone opposite. The recently refreshed Model 3 long range blew past even the EPA numbers. The Model Y performance states a top speed of 155 miles per hour. The other two trims list 135 miles per hour as the top speed. The Model Y rear-wheel drive has 7 speakers, while the dual motor all-wheel drive and the performance model have 13. The bottom two trims offer the 19 and 20-inch wheels as options, while the performance trim comes with the 21-inch. The Model Y has a peak DC rate of 250 kilowatts and charges at 11.5 kilowatt AC, perfect in the prevalent conditions. All Model Y trims have one USB-A port in the glove box, two USB-C ports each in the center console and under the rear vents behind the console. The Tesla Model Y is 187 inches in length, 75.6 inches without the mirrors, and 64 inches tall. The non-performance trim has a ground clearance of 6.8 inches and it has a wheelbase of 113.8 inches. The complete dimensions are available in the Model Y owner's manual that's available online, the link to which is given in the description. If you drive the Model Y, you pretty much know the Model 3 and vice versa, as if they were two separate cars cut out from the same mold, but yet with some subtle differences that sets apart a sedan from a crossover SUV. The immediate difference from the Model 3, which is built on the same platform, has the same battery system, is in the rear. The Model Y has a hatch in place of a trunk. The Y is taller and that's really what sets it apart on the outside. The rear cargo is identical in depth to the trunk found in the Model 3 and the height makes all the difference. The Model Y has 30.2 cubic feet behind the row 2 against the 19.8 cubic feet in the Model 3. The Y has 4.1 cubic feet worth of a front trunk against the 3.1 cubic feet in the 3. Both are probably smaller now in comparison to their yesterday editions, as both now have a heat pump in the front. The front trunk size ultimately boils down to the length of any vehicle. The Model Y seats higher in comparison to a Model 3 as a crossover, and that's directly owing to the riser you see underneath the front seat. In the rear seat, the Model Y has a ceiling bar, so while the headroom is good, your head could run into it when reclining the seats a bit too far. Like the front seats, the rear seats too seat higher. The Model Y does offer the optional row 3 seats, but they are really small, to be assumed simply for the smallest of passengers. The Y uses the same center console as the 3 and it might appear odd in the rear with some weird empty space underneath. To speculate, the refresh expected next year could bring a rear screen with some refined design. The door, the dash, the 15-inch center display, the steering wheel, the absent instrument cluster, the center console are all like those in the Model 3. You can check the Model 3 in the link given here or in the description of my 20,000 miles ownership review. Even on the exterior, they are very identical, besides the height of the Y and its hatch. At the very beginning, let's talk of the ride comfort. The Model Y is starkly different in its cabin ride comfort than the Model 3. The tires being 20 millimeters wider in the bottom two trims, it brings a way better aspect ratio. In the top performance trim, it's an additional 20 millimeters or 40 millimeters overall over the Model 3 rear-wheel drive. And that shows in the comparable ride comfort. Both the Model 3 and Y are great daily drivers and do extremely well on short turns and city driving. This while maintaining their highway performance. The acceleration in the Y is slightly tempered to the 3, but I feel it's still incredible over the given competition. When coming to a halt, Tesla has industry-leading regenerative braking and probably does the absolute best in blending the friction brakes. All of these things make it a great driving experience. Let's now take a look at what's currently on offer. This is at the time of making this video. The Model Y has 3 trims as stated earlier. The long range rear-wheel drive, the long range all-wheel drive, and the performance all-wheel drive. Let's unselect the tax credit and gas savings, which are both relative. The features that we stated earlier can be seen here. That states the acceleration numbers, the estimated range, the top speed, and the drivetrain specs. We are checking the absolute base trim with no options. The included color here is the stealth grey. The pearl white multicoat and the deep blue metallic are for an additional $1,000. The solid black for an additional $1,500 and the ultra red and the quicksilver for an additional $2,000. The 19-inch Gemini wheels with the all-season tires are included, while the 20-inch induction wheels also with the all-seasons are for an additional $2,000. That's also with a set-off of about 30 miles of listed range. The base trim is available only in the 5-seat interior, with the all black as the included option. And the black and white interior is available for an additional $1,000. A tow hitch can be optioned for $1,000 as well. That goes with the full self-driving software, which users can option by choice. All these options can change randomly, and I advise viewers to check them on their own prior to any decision. This was the base trim, and viewers can check other configurations at their convenience. A growing list of options in the market now compare with the Model Y. In fact, they are being produced to go heads-on with the Y, which is some sort of a benchmark. But here's the thing, it's still the most minimalist of designs, still a far too sporty feel to any comparable crossover, and unbeatable from its direct buying experience, its access to the Tesla supercharger network, and in all of its technology, by a few generations at least. Like everything I put here, viewers are advised to check the presented details on the Tesla website. Things change rapidly with Tesla. This particularly so if you are making a decision of consequence. I guess it's time to put this one into the books. If you like to see my impressions of the 2024 Chevy Equinox EV, you can check that video here or via its link in the description. See you in the next one.